Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Leap interview series. Today, we have someone who is got a lot of experience, but along with that, there is a beautiful country that he is from. And let me welcome Luis. Luis, welcome to this series.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here with you and also to share a little bit of our experience with you and our viewers as well.
Thank you. So, first of all, tell us, where are you from? Which country you are now in? And tell us more about your country first.
Well, first of all, I am from Portugal. I was born in Portugal, in Europe. Uh, I did my bachelor's degree, most of my training there in Portugal, but then the opportunity came to work abroad. And that opportunity came from a very small country off the coast of Senegal, which is Cape Verde. And at the time, it was 2009, so a long, long time ago. Opportunity came to work for the University of Santiago here in Cape Verde. At the time, this was the newest university here in the country, and they were on their second year. So I've been part of the university mostly since the beginning of it. And it's been quite an experience because it has allowed me to be a part of and understand a little bit of the dynamics and how it works to implement something as difficult as higher education in a developing small island developing country. We also work for a private university and kind of a special university in the sense that there are three main cities in Cape Verde, and our university was the first one, and still the only one to be founded in the third biggest city.
Wow.
Why did we do that? Because a group of people from this region of the country, they started seeing the same pattern repeating again and again, which is most of cultural goods are always in the two biggest cities. And we were seeing the same thing happening with lots of universities being born in Praia and Mindelo, the two biggest cities. So
Yeah.
we decided to try and invert that logic, and we established our headquarters here in Assomada, in the northern region of Santiago. So a very big, very important populational center, but also a center that has always been on the outskirts of cultural life, of education as well. So it's been quite a challenge.
Amazing, amazing. And it's great to see that you have witnessed that journey of developing the university along with your own development. You almost joined when the university just started in its second year, as you said before. And now you see this after so many years, it's a full blown university. So, what kind of courses are there in your university now?
We have 14 bachelor's degrees
Thank you.
at our university now, ranging from nursing to civil engineering to languages, education, administration as well. So a wide range of topics, and we also have eight masters as
Wow.
well, all in a very small private university here in Cape Verde. It's been a huge transformation. We started, as usual, we start with some more traditional courses like philosophy, history, but we decided to give up on those courses because we did not feel that, even though people were interested in these sort of more traditional courses, we felt that the market was not ready to receive these more traditional courses like sociology as well, for
Yeah.
example. So a big part of what we have done has been transforming our offers. We've now changed to nursing, as I mentioned, one of our strongest courses, a law course, but also journalism and business communication, marketing and multimedia. So we've been trying to adapt to our context, and fortunately so, we may say, because we have very high employment rates within our students. But
Wow. Fantastic.
it's been a real struggle because um, there is not an academic culture still in Cape Verde. The first university started way back in 2002, but it's still a very young.
Yeah.
Higher education is still very young in the country. Most students come from rural areas. They usually cannot afford tuition to complete their studies. So we have to be creative. We
Oh,
have to deal with payment plans. We have to deal with how students small opportunities that come from, for example, a relative who lives abroad and sends them some money every 3 months. So management and development of universities in Cape Verde is a true challenge, but it is very, very, very rewarding. I remember a few years ago, I asked a group of students, they were geography students. At the time, I was teaching them Portuguese, the official language of Cape Verde. And I asked them, if it wasn't for the university here, what do you think you'd be doing? Most of them said they would probably be taking care of animals. Most of the women said they would definitely be at home taking care of their babies. So, what we can see is the students in front of us, they are changing their own narratives, their personal narratives. And the university and what we do is a big part of that. So it's very, very rewarding, despite all the challenges that we and our students have to face, for sure.
fantastic. Isn't that amazing? So, how many students do you have in total right now in your university?
We are very proud to say that right now we are the second biggest university in Cape Verde. In such a short amount of time, because we were the youngest when I first came. Now
Yeah.
we've become, we're not the youngest anymore. There's two actually, that opened their doors after us, but we have become the second largest university with around 1,800 students.
Wow.
That's about 21% of the students in Cape Verde.
Fantastic.
How did we do this from a smaller, from not one of the biggest cities in Cape Verde? How did we change? Well, we changed our mission. At first, our main focus was for the students from this community, more of a rural community, a poorer community within the country. We decided to change that. How? During COVID, everybody had to stop, of course.
Yeah.
And most universities, or a lot of universities, did adapt to a be-learning situation or an e-learning situation.
Yeah.
What we decided to do was we made the synchronous be-learning model our structure. So we do not go back to just a brick and mortar university as we were in the past. We have become right now more or less of a open university here in Cape Verde. So
Wow.
we have students. I live here in Assomada, where our headquarters is. So I have students here in Assomada with me. I have students attending in another campus that we have opened in Praia, and I also have students from all across the other islands of Cape Verde. I have students from other Portuguese speaking countries, especially
Wow.
Mozambique, Angola, and Cape Verde has this interesting demographic fact. It is estimated that three times the population that lives here in Cape Verde, so three times that number lives abroad. So we have a huge diaspora ranging from Portugal, France, Luxembourg, but also in the United States. And we've been able to reach to that diaspora as well. So
Wow.
we have not ever since COVID, so ever since 2020, 2021, with this structural change, we've been able to reach out to students, young students, of course, from our island in Cape Verde, but also people who lived in other islands that could not afford, had no opportunity of leaving their homes, their families, their work to continue studying, but also to people who live in the diaspora, sometimes in not the best conditions. They are not fully integrated into the welcoming countries. So they found in us, from their home country, a university that allows them to proceed their studies and hopefully creates a new narrative of life for them.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's so amazing. I think it feels that, you're really not just a university, but you're actually reshaping the local life around uh, and across the country, and in fact, the cross border as well. So,
Yeah.
which is really amazing and inspirational to know. Um, and I feel like, going on and on, but we're coming to the end of our time limit. Uh, so again, I think it's great to know an institution how it's born just a few years ago, and
16 years
now
ago,
the second largest in the country. You have witnessed and you are part of it. So really amazing to know your journey and your university's journey. Um, any um, Anything that you would like to share with the audience across the world, and especially there are student listeners from your own university.
well, first of all, well, to my own students from my own university, I would just like to thank them. They've been amazing. Most of the work I've done, because I've been an integral part, not just of the as a faculty member, but I've had many different positions throughout these years as well. And lately, one of them has been, well, two of them that I would like to highlight have been responsible for quality assurance here at university,
Wow.
especially on what it regards to pedagogical teaching quality here at university. Because when we make such a huge change
Yeah.
from such a comfortable level of teaching, traditional teaching, then you move towards an online world. You have students from such different cultures, from such different backgrounds. To be able to teach properly means that you have to innovate,
Yeah.
and I had to do so myself. And one of my jobs is to try and reach out to my colleagues, give them training on how to not just how to work with technology, but mostly how to reach out to students who are not here with us, who are basically a small window within a screen, but they have so much to share with us and with their other colleagues. Another part of what I've been doing for the past few years is working as the internationalization responsible here
Wow.
at the university. So I'm very happy also to say that I've been at least partially responsible for 50 students, either from other countries that have come to Cape Verde for a semester or for a few months, but also for a great number of students who have been able to go from Cape Verde to Portugal, to Brazil, to Russia, to the United States, to increase their knowledge, to continue their studies, and then come back. So that's been very rewarding. I do believe now, for everybody listening, I do believe that higher education will only survive as long as there's dialogue, as long as we keep reaching out to others, especially coming from such a small context as Cape Verde. Our department, for example, I'm also head of the Department of Languages and Education. We have five teachers, five professors. We cannot build a lot within the five of us, but joining with other universities, both from Cape Verde, but from other Portuguese speaking countries, from other realities, we can build new research, we can innovate our teaching, and we can share all of that to our students, allowing them to be the next generation that comes after us and hopefully to do much better than what we have done. Hopefully.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time and your amazing insights and the
Thank you.
valuable words of wisdom.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
this opportunity.
Bye bye.